episode is brought to you by our sponsor, North Star Academy Laval. North Star Academy Laval is the only English private high school in Laval and on the North Shore. No certificate of eligibility is required. They have grades 7 to 11 as well as grade 12, alternative to CEGEP that allows students to apply for admission to university after only 1 year in Quebec, Canada, and anywhere in the world. Their open house date is September 26th, 2024. But you can book a private tour at any time. You may register for the open house by clicking on northstaracademy.ca/open-house-events.html. Thank you very much, North Star Academy Laval. And now, back to
How you doing, everybody? How you
Look
doing?
at this. Look, Lisa finally figured out she can do full screen. Look at that. We should do a podcast just on that. How Lisa figured out the phone.
It's a gift, really.
Alfie flipped it over everything.
Alfie, I don't know. It took Alfie to do it once. Oh my God, this is possible. What is happening? How's it going, guys?
It's like, how the fuck you do that? And I'm like, I just.
You know what? I saw the button, and so I just pushed it. I'm like, oh.
Oh my God, that was funny. Oh, you had touched the button.
Button like with a rectangle and arrows doing this, and I'm like,
oh my God, and you never saw it
that's
before?
odd. I just pushed it.
Wait, do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
And you just okay.
Okay.
It wasn't there before, or else I would have figured it out. It took me like less than 5 seconds. I was like,
I'm more than sure it was there before.
I'm more than sure that it was there before. Yeah.
Anyways, I have a funny story.
Oh, okay.
I have a funny story. So today at work, I forgot my lunch. So I decided, I wanted to order Tim Hortons. So I went to order a wrap online. So I ordered 8, whatever. My boss calls me this afternoon and he says, Lisa, do you have, did anybody at the office order a Tim Hortons wrap? And I said, yeah, it was me. He said, he said, because my credit card was charged $14.
But how the fuck did that happen?
I swear to
Lisa,
God.
tomorrow, could you send me a wrap?
Oh my, yeah,
He
for
wants
me
me
with
to-
his credit card.
I know, but it was the funniest thing. I didn't even realize. I had no clue. So he calls me and he tells me this, and I'm freaked out. So then I look and I said, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. I said, oh my God, it's your credit card. How did it get there? So it's under my login information, but his credit card was there.
Perfect.
But how did that happen?
I was like, oh my God, what did I do? So
do me a favor, write down that number. Just send me a text.
no,
You're gonna get the call because
he got it right away. He got it. And I was like, oh my God, yeah. So what happened was I went in and I tried to figure out how the heck his number got into my. Now, if this would happen, that anybody's random card would come into my account, beautiful, right? But what had happened was we had a party, an office party. It was a Greek lunch. And I forgot I had ordered 2 people who weren't there. I had ordered their lunches through my DoorDash and I used his credit card. So I never used it since.
Does he need me to order DoorDash for him?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Funny story with that.
Mm.
The same thing happened to me. It was a little different. I got my wallet stolen. Okay, but now I have 2 wallets. One, I have a money clip that has, my debit card and my credit card, my license and cash. That's in my pocket. Then I have another wallet with every other credit card and, points card and all that.
Things that you use less in that.
Exactly. In the other one. So that other one, I left it in my car. So it went, I didn't know it was stolen. Someone went in my car and stole it and was using all the credit cards.
Oh,
so it brings me to this story because I come home one Sunday and I don't know any of it. I come home one Sunday and I see boxes. Now it's November, end of November, early December. So I see box in front of my house, Amazon.
Oh my God.
I bring it in. Luckily, I'm alone. I open. Get Dr. Dre headphones, a Nintendo Switch, brand new.
Oh my God.
So my head is like, okay, because my mother-in-law lives far, and usually she sends the gifts directly through Amazon And then I give it to the kids. So I go, oh, these must be the Christmas gifts. I go, they're fucking spoiled this year. So I hide it. I hide the thing, right? I forget about it. 2 days later, I get a letter in the mail. I open the mail and I'm like, your credit card has been your card has been breached. Someone's been using it. I call the bank. We look into my credit cards that were there. My business debit card, my credit card, they used up to $8,000. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
On what though?
Oh man, they went crazy. The debit card that I had, my business, they just tapped it everywhere. They went to 100 gas stations and just kept on tapping it.
Oh
And
my God.
credit cards, they bought a shit ton of stuff, right? So
But it gets delivered to your house. That's what I don't get.
not Amazon. So that's the thing. So this is what's funny. They went to like 20 different websites and they bought $8,000 worth of stuff on my card. Anyway, I said, "Guy, I had nothing to do with any of these purchases." So the credit card company said, "Yeah, don't worry about it. It's theft. Don't worry, we're reporting it. Bang, done." Okay. Weeks later, I'm like, Nana, but these gifts, like you really went all out. She's like, well, I didn't send them yet.
Oh.
I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. So basically, these people, the minute they put in Amazon, they made these purchases, but because they put my credit card number, it associated it here, and it sent the stuff here.
Oh my God.
So
Well,
you got free
they're not
stuff.
going to put in their address. They're not going to put in their address.
I
Right?
was like, well, do I call the company and say this I actually got, or this happened 2 weeks ago? Because to me, I left it in the closet, and and they said, no, don't worry, we'll cancel all the orders. Okay, I didn't realize that this is from there. Only after 2 weeks later, my mother, like, hey man, you really went all out with the kid. And they're like, I didn't buy anything yet. Oh, okay. Then I put 2 and 2 together, and I said, oh well, I got some free stuff now.
Oh my God.
Hey man, I guess what do you want to do?
Because my daughter walks down the stairs and she's looking at me like this, and I'm like, what do you want?
Hi. So look
I
at
walk back up the stairs. I'm like,
look at me.
Wow,
And
that's
no, but can I ask you a question though on that? Do you still have the Nintendo Switch and the Beats, or you sent them back?
do you really want to know?
You
She
sent
kept
them
them.
back.
I sold the Beats. Marketplace.
How long ago? Hopefully, this is like 5 years ago that they can't go back on.
No, this is a long time ago. Yeah, this is.
Oh my God.
This is like good 3 years ago. Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
But so, and all your other credit cards and everything, like what happened?
They just canceled, sent me new ones, and that was it.
You never had to pay anything.
No, it was theft.
Wow.
It was. Oh, I mean, some of the purchases were, websites far. They looked at my habits. So what they did is they looked at my habits. They said, okay, no, you've never ordered from this website, that website. It was all in a day span. This
Holy
guy,
Jesus.
whoever stole it, went in the house and went fucking ape shit crazy, and then they disposed of the car, right?
Wow.
And now, did they catch the person? Did they have him on camera? Because usually, if you go to gas station, they have cameras and stuff like that.
So the debit card, they used it for an hour and then got rid of it. So they're smart. They had it already. The debit card, they spent for like $300-$400. That was only like $200-$300 worth of stuff because they tapped, right? And then got rid of that. The credit cards that day, they did all the purchases. It came in a couple of days later. Everything's gone by then, right?
Yeah,
And what they do, so not to get caught, they're smart. They find an address that is empty, or an address that they can watch, that's outside. They put that address, so it gets shipped over there, and they wait for the driver to come to deliver. They grab it and they go, I know, Canada Post, we have meetings about this all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. People give fake addresses, like an address, let's say on my route. They see an address that, no one lives there. Perfect. Or even if someone lives there, they might even just intercept the guy, right? But if no one lives
they
there,
wait for it.
Better. It's even better. They wait and they say, oh, oui, monsieur. They know the name and say, oui, c'est moi. And they grab the parcel and they go off. Right?
Holy Jesus.
But you're not supposed to. But what do you do at that point, Stef?
Us, Canada Post?
Yeah.
We ask for ID unless they're... So if I have, let's say, 2219, that's my address. If they open that door, I can give it to them.
Well, dude, unless they shut the guy inside the house.
Yeah, but how is he to know?
Like, I don't know.
No,
Like,
I know. Unless they
Like,
cut
how
the
is he
guy
to know?
inside the house.
So
Technically, the guy lives there. You know.
If they catch me, let's say down the street, and they say, "Hey, do you have a parcel for this guy?" I say, "Yes, give me a piece of ID." They have to give me ID. So if they give me ID, I give it to them. But they even have fake IDs. It's crazy. They're ready because they know Canada Post is going to ask. But it is what it is. I've reported at least 5-6 times. I've reported like, okay, there's something here. So I reported.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I report to my boss. My boss reports to the cops, and then they do an investigation. And
And you caught
one guy. It was his son. He told me, call the cops. My son is ordering with fake credit cards.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God. And say Leonard, I'll never forget. Guy was mad. My son, look what he's doing. He has to learn his lesson.
Italian?
God,
He goes, I go away
crazy.
Arabic. He goes, I went away. I went to Lebanon for a month. I come back and I see all those boxes of headphones. This apartment was full of boxes.
Wow.
I don't know what my son is doing, but make sure they check into this.
Wow. Could you imagine?
Imagine that, eh?
That's insanity. Holy God.
Anyway.
And on that note, when it comes to legal, illegal.
Oh, but wait, the funny thing is we managed to get Francesca one week and Alfie the other. Getting them together.
Dude, wait, hold on. I was supposed to be there last week. I walk in the door. I go, hey, you know what? Because I said by 8 o'clock. So I walk in the door and I'm like, it's 8:10. I left. Anyways, I left Carrefour Laval at 7:50. And I go, takes what, 5-10 minutes to get back to the house? I should make it on time.
Yeah, right.
You know when you get onto that fucking
little highway, forget
you know
it.
what? Everybody waits.
Yeah.
You could turn into the first lane and go, right?
Yeah.
But everybody waits. And even though there's cars coming, they're still waiting for that car to pass. And I'm like, turn into the first fucking lane.
Drives me crazy. It drives me crazy because they're too scared.
That lane is there especially for the people going onto it and they're waiting over there. I'm like, what the fuck are you waiting for?
I'm scared.
Yeah, 100%. They're scared. Even on the Met. Anytime my parents live off the service road of the Metropolitan. Every time I go on that street to turn onto the Met, everyone in front, there's always one car. Not just one. Scared to turn. And cars, it never ends. But the lane is there. You can easily turn, but not. They stay there.
Yeah, you got to turn into the first lane and then merge into the other ones. No, they got to wait for the guy that's on the 13 to get to the 15.
Yeah, exactly.
So, story short, I got home, it's 8:10. I go, they started the podcast. I go, I'm not going to bother them, right? I go, and then I texted you guys, but I think you guys were on the podcast at that point.
So what happened is we did one, and then we got off. Well, Lisa and I stayed on. I said, okay, well, let's see what Alfie, but then you hadn't texted. We had finished like at 7:45. So I said, okay, let's wait. If he texts, we'll go back. Then it came 8:15, 8:20. Once I got on the couch, bro, it was like, you know what? How about next week?
I texted it. It was 8:12, 8:13, because you guys texted me about that 7:45, and I texted it at 8:12, something like that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Let's do it tonight. It's better.
It's good. At least we can get more done.
Straight tonight.
But tonight we're gonna do a few, so this is good. We fixed the camera and everything. So yes, Lisa, what were you saying about the topic?
Well, the topic is we're talking about criminal activities.
Oh.
So we're gonna do a segue. We're gonna do like criminal activities, underhanded, black, dark, mannerisms.
Can I stay out of this one because I might incriminate myself?
We're talking about Italians doing deeds. The Sopranos.
We're talking about the TV show Sopranos, one of the best TV shows of all time.
Yes.
So, one.
Struggles, affairs,
an amazing
violence,
TV show, but there were others. Come on,
yeah, of course. That's why I said one of. But you know what? To be fair, why I think it's probably one of the best, because it was one of the first of its kind. After that, once the Netflix, because this wasn't a Netflix thing, so it's easy with Netflix. You know that you're going to write a whole season. or two. So you write it and it's a perfect story, and you do it. Breaking Bad was like perfect, right? This was like episodic. You don't know if it's going to be good. They're writing as they go along, man. And
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
And it was one of the first that became like a whoa. This is because before then, I don't know. There was like maybe 24 that was edge of your seat.
I love 24.
I never watched 24.
It was very
I didn't watch 24 and I didn't watch
No, very good.
You never watched Breaking Bad? Dude, best of all, honestly, best of all time.
I like more Gamora, Subura.
Yeah, they're good, of course, but Breaking Bad is
I like those ones. I off the top of my head, I don't remember. No, Legends was a movie.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you ever Legends
with Tom Cruise.
No, it's called that's I Am Legend, and that's with Will Smith.
No, I Am Legend. Yeah.
We have to call Lisa IMDb over here. Lisa IMDb.
No, it was called Legends. It's about two Irish brothers.
Legends.
It's a movie. Then there was what's that other show? Oh my God, it's a TV show. It was called.
That helps us a lot, Alfie.
Give us another. They're known. It's based on a true
Peaky
story.
Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, that's
because I was going with the hat over there.
With the hat. Sons of Anarchy. That's that was good. That was very good. So back to the Sopranos. I mean, did you watch it live or did you watch it after? Like, did you watch it when it was ongoing, episodic, or did you watch it like on Netflix?
After. Okay. I watched it.
I did both. I did both.
You did both?
I did both. Yeah. So I remember my apartment every Sunday. Someone like my apartment because I was divorced at that time. So me and my buddy had an apartment, and it was me and Guido, my friend Guido. We had an apartment together because he wasn't married yet. And basically every Sunday, it's whoever was available to come and watch Sopranos. We were watching it, so it was like an open invitation. So on a Sunday around 7:00, you didn't know who was coming, but someone was coming, or 10 people. Some nights it stayed till 3 a.m, right? The drinks start, but it was all based on watching the Sopranos episode. So it was.
Well, the Sopranos was inspired by real life gangster, eh?
Well, yes, I would imagine they didn't.
Vincent Vinioshin Palermo.
Okay.
Well, even in Sons of Anarchy, there were real life people actually that I played inside the movie, inside the show too. There were real life bikers, real hardcore. I'm not going to mention any names, but some of the bikers in there were actually 1%er bikers in the United States.
Did you guys know how this was awesome? Because you know what, even these actors that they had were like not known. But they were so perfect for the part, I found. I mean, later on, they got in when they hired Steve Buscemi when he came on in the later seasons. But in the first season, hey, man, what's his name? Steven Van Zandt. You know who this guy is? He played Silvio.
Okay.
Yeah, Silvio Dante.
Yeah, Silvio Dante, right? This guy, he still is the guitar player for... Born in the USA. What's his name?
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. He's a musician.
He's a guitar player.
No, really?
Steven Van Zandt has been Bruce Springsteen's guitar player for the past 25 years.
Fuck off.
He wasn't an actor. Then he did this, and he was a guitar and an Elvis impersonator. Well, in the show,
I could see the Elvis.
They incorporated that. But he is an amazing. He's still touring to this day with Bruce Springsteen. He's his guitar player.
Bruce Springsteen is still touring. That's pretty impressive.
Still
Just
touring.
that.
Max Weinberg, right? Remember Max Weinberg? He was the drummer for. We lost him.
I lost him.
But Max Weinberg was the drummer. He's on the. I think it was the Tonight Show. No, Conan O'Brien. The band was the Max Weinberg 7.
Wait, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. But I know there's also Joe Pantoliano.
Joe Pantoliano. Who is Joe Pantoliano?
He's an actor. And he's actually quite a good actor. He was in the Matrix.
Polly Wings? I love Polly.
No, he's Ralph Cifaretto, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Ralph. Yeah. He was Ralphie, the guy that everybody hated.
But he What happened to Alfie? I see 3 people.
He's back now. What do you mean you see 3 people? I would
Three
check your eyesight.
Okay, no,
I'm
because I
back,
just
Lee.
I know I didn't
sorry,
see.
I got my phone rang. My phone rang and I got booted out.
Boot. You got the boot.
I got the boot. I should have.
Who is your favorite actor? Who's your favorite actor in this one? Other than
where?
James Gandolfini, because he took the cake for sure.
In the Sopranos?
Yeah.
The strippers.
You know what? Bada Bing.
At the Bada Bing.
At the Bada Bing. It's funny. I passed by. So I went to Myrtle Beach last summer or summer before, something like that, and we drove there. I'm driving, and there was traffic, so Google Maps took me through the city of in New Jersey. We went through it. Usually we go around it, but there was traffic. There was an accident, so it said it's better to go through the state of New York and New Jersey. Okay. I'm on the highway and I see Bada Bing right in the corner. I'm like, oh my God, that's the fucking Sopranos place. And it was, I almost did. I did it, but I wanted to be sure.
Is it still open or they closed it?
It's probably closed, but the building's definitely still there.
Oh, that's so cool.
So James Gandolfini, how good was he?
He was fantastic. On Tubi, they have behind the scenes of the Sopranos. They have bloopers. They have, it's so cool. Then they paid people to take possession of the houses for the duration of the season where they were filming.
Yeah.
So, and they had, and they show you like the interactions, they show you the filming, they show you all kinds of bloopers. They show James Gandolfini picking his nose on set. Like it was really, it was really down to the raw,
Oh, yeah. It was also, and this is probably what makes it the best, because it's not like a regular show. So and think about it. We as the audience, and that's why Breaking Bad is another one that's amazing. It makes the audience root for the bad guy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It blurs the line between, because
good and bad.
Right? Because he is the guy you root for. He's definitely not a good guy, and neither was Bryan Cranston in the Breaking Bad. Like the guy sells crystal meth.
But you also have to understand the story was about them, so you kind of.
But in the end, classic movie, classic TV is good guy, bad guy. The good guy never kills someone.
Oh well, hold on, wait. I don't see. Let's say in Tony Montana, they're rooting for the guy. He's like, oh, the cop that brought him into the.
No, but that's what I'm saying. When they make you like the bad guy, that's fucking pretty awesome TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It plays with your brain. That's
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, hey, I want this guy to make it through. Yeah, okay, he murdered a few people here and there, but what do you want to do?
But it's kind of funny though, because even Jeffrey Dahmer, the TV star is Dahmer. You're actually looking at it, and you actually wanted him to die.
Yeah. Like that.
It's like somebody shoot this guy now.
It's like Dexter. It plays with you because you're like, I kind of did this guy,
Yeah.
Think about it this way. The character has personal problems and he has professional problems. That's what it is. So you have to feel sorry for him because he has issues in his personal life. And
that's where Lorraine Bracco comes in, right?
Exactly. Where she becomes she's a psychiatrist to help him sort of, come to terms with his personal and professional, because you have to separate the two, right? Yeah. So that's that entire world of, let's say, violence and betrayal and whatnot. You can't take it home, right? Because that's what you deal with in the world.
So funny. And I think that's where it was based on. It was basically based, I think that the writer just said, I want to write a show about a mobster that murders people, but then he walks into the office and talks about it in a different way, because he never really said, I kind of killed this guy. He puts it in, I had to take out the garbage, in crazy terms. And it's like, all of a sudden, he's and he kind of likes her. He's trying to bang her, but it's like, so what the fuck is happening?
But there's another TV show that's somewhat like that. Did you ever watch the TV show Lucifer?
Yes, of course. I heard it's good. Yes.
We always were like, we were rooted for Lucifer.
Lucifer or Lucifer?
Lucifer.
Who's Lucifer?
Wait.
That pesky wabbit.
Speaking of which, the best is Christopher. Come on, Christopher. You don't
Who's
remember
Christopher?
Christopher in The Sopranos, his nephew,
Oh, his
Sopranos.
girlfriend.
right? The girl Adriana. You always say
Yeah,
Christopher,
Adriana.
Christopher, stop it, Christopher.
Yeah, he got shot at the end.
No,
Rat.
him.
Yeah.
Christopher didn't get shot.
No, not Christopher. Her.
Her, yeah, she was a
The
rat.
FBI
Yeah.
rat.
Him, it was the best one. That episode, I think, is the one that hit me the most. Remember when they're
he
in the
kills him?
car? They get into
Oh, when he flips and he gets the branch?
when Christopher is having trouble breathing and he can save
because
him, and he
flipped
just
over
holds,
with he holds the finger and he kills him.
kills him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there an episode that you got that you freaked out on?
It was
You
beginning
remember?
to end.
It was good. Yeah,
It was the
And
end.
it was all the like stripper scenes.
that was fun. We're watching
Yeah.
TV and there's boobies on screen. Yay!
Yeah.
You can't miss it when it shakes. What's it called? It's the last episode. Well, when the last episode when he dies, when Tony dies.
But you see, they left it open.
You don't know if he dies. What are you talking about?
Yeah. If you
They
look
don't
it
know
up,
if he died. They're saying that who put the hit on him? It was supposed to be Adriana's mom
Probably.
that put the hit on him.
They did. They left it in genius because they're smart. Hey, if I ever want to do something again, I didn't end it. So I don't think they really had a purpose.
I think they killed him.
I think they were talking about making a movie.
Exactly. So just to
Wasn't
be
it?
sure, but we all did that same. So one of the most crazy season or finales was that because I thought the power shut down. What the fuck? No, what the shit? We're 20 guys.
But I read that it represented Tony got shot in the head.
I would say
And
that.
then that's what they said. And then it's like the darkness is him, so is slowly dying. And then it went black.
Do you remember when Tony's sister killed her husband, Ralph? She murdered the fuck out.
Oh, shit.
You piece of shit. Tony's sister.
Yeah.
She killed her
Ralph?
husband. She killed her husband.
Yeah. Outside.
And Tony's like, what
Outside.
the fuck did? Or when he banged the one-legged lady.
No, when he killed Ralph outside because he beat the shit out of his.
Her husband was sorry, I said Ralph. I meant. Oh my God, Bobby was funny. Was the gay guy that was?
There's always one, huh? And
No, it was
His girlfriend was Ralph.
She killed boy. Yeah, she killed Ralph.
No, he went outside. He beat the shit out of a stripper, and they beat him. They shot him outside.
Ralph was but her husband before Ralph. There was a husband before that she killed.
Oh yes, the guy that had no facial expression.
I'm trying to remember his name.
dry.
Yeah,
Right.
no facial expression. Every time he would talk, he came out of prison and he wanted to take over all the Tony stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, no facial expression. Yeah,
The best. I can't remember his name. I'm trying to remember his name, and I can't remember.
he only had that one look. Every time he got mad, he had one look.
He was the best. Yeah. It was. I remember that episode too when Tony came over and he has to fix this up. Oh, what the fuck? What are you doing?
It was good. It was a good show. It was a very good show.
Amazing show. I think I want to watch it again. I saw it 2 years ago again, just to go through it. I think I'm going to start again.
I've tried. I can't. I've tried watching Sons of Anarchy again. I've tried watching. It's once I see it.
Yeah,
For
you're
me,
right. I usually don't.
I tried starting Gomorrah again. I can't. It's because you know what's gonna happen, so you don't even bother.
True. That's true.
But I have no problem going through all the Godfathers and Scarface over.
That's true.
But it's only 2 hours, so
yeah. So it's not a big investment.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's not a big investment.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you gotta go through the Sopranos, the 7th season. 13 episodes a season.
Did you ever watch Boardwalk Empire?
Yes.
I loved
Yes.
It was good. It was. I like Steve Buscemi. Is awesome.
I loved that.
Yes.
No, for me, it's the other guy. What's his name? Gualtieri. What's his name? Gualtieri?
Gualtieri. Not bad.
He played what?
He played with the guy that got choked. I like to get choked when he fucks. I'll never forget that scene.
Where are we going
He
with
tells
these
the girl to choke him with
conversations?
the belt. You don't remember that scene? Because you don't remember Boardwalk Empire. That's
No,
all.
I remember. I remember somebody getting choked. Oh yes, 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 yes.
He's a
yes,
famous
yes,
actor.
yes. Yes, he came from Italy.
Yes.
He came from Italy, and he was trying to take over.
He was trying to take over, and then they showed him banging the girl, and she was choking him with it. He takes off his belt, choke me, and he likes it.
God.
Yes, yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think we're not gonna do
Segment?
a segment because we're going over here. We're going over, and I think we're gonna save the segment for next week. Is there final thoughts on Sopranos? Would you like to see? Like, what's your final thought? Would you like to see a movie made?
I would no, honestly. I think if they would come out with a movie, and they would say Friday, June 11th, the movie's coming out, I can guarantee you, in every fucking cinema, there'd be lineups 3-4 days before.
But they did make a movie. Right? They did make one.
with the son. With the son, they did it.
It's before how he became Tony Soprano. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
What is the movie called? I never heard.
Before he became Tony Soprano.
No, it was called.
I know.
Guess who's watching movie tonight?
It was pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as the Sopranos movie. I can't remember the name. It's the prequel. It's called
Many Saints of Newark.
Many Saints of
what?
Many Saints of Newark.
Newark.
Okay, Many
of
Saints.
Newark.
Yeah.
The Many Saints of Newark.
It's his actual son that plays it, no? Was it? It was,
yeah. Yeah, it was.
Anyway, on that note, guys,
nice.
I suggest whoever hasn't watched Sopranos, go and watch it because
I would
love it. You can.
Yeah, I'd go watch it. I would. If I never watched it, I would rewatch it. Well, I wouldn't rewatch it. I would go watch it. I suggest to go watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm the type that I once I watch it, it's hard to go through because I know what's happening. The suspense is not there no more. I was I remember the scene. The suspense is not there no more. So.
Oh well. On that note, guys, I think that was a really good podcast. I could do it all night. We could do a 2-hour podcast. But anyway, on that note, guys, let's call her a day for this week, and we'll be back shortly to do another one next Sunday. Check it out.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.